Hello and welcome to my video. Today I'll be teaching you how to clone a hard drive. This will be in two parts. The first part is I'm going to be cloning a 250 gig hard drive to a 320. This is ideal if you wanted to upgrade a storage device that only has room for one drive, for instance like a laptop. So here we have my test PC, which is running Windows 10 at the moment, and a few icons. And what we'll be doing is copying the drive that's in the bay to the drive down the bottom. And I'll be using a utility on the USB drive. So what I need to do first is to create the USB drive. So I'm going to switch over to my main desktop. And as you can see, I've got a website open to a software called Rufus. What this software does is allows you to create bootable drives with any ISO image. And I will link all the software descriptions into the description below. So when you open Rufus, you just simply click on download and save file. And then the utility you're going to use is called UBCD. This OS has loads of utilities which I mainly use, and I'm going to show you throughout different videos. So all I need is a blank 2 GB flash drive, and I'm also going to download the image now. So that's all the sort of programs downloaded, so you can close down the browser. And this is the download folder, so I've got the image and the application. So I'm going to run Rufus, and you come up with this display. And then the device is what you select, what drive. At the moment I've got my flash drive, so you select it. Bottom is partition, which you can leave for most, and the file system as well, and everything else now. And then click on this little icon here, which is an icon here to bring up the folder, which you open it and click the folder to where the image is. So you can use this one here, and then read the file, and then it's all ready. Leave these boxes for the moment, and then click start. Or then read the disk, and then warn you if you've already got something on the drive. So this is the ideal if you have something to click cancel and check the drive, but if you know it's an OK drive, you click OK. Now the system will format and create an image on the flash drive. Okay, then that's finished. So you can close the program, right click on the remove drive and eject the flash drive. Now it's safe to remove. So I'll remove the flash drive now. And I'll switch back to the camera so see what the test system's doing. So the first thing to do is to shut down the system. Okay, that's the system off. And I'll just hook up the drive I want to copy to. It's safe to put it down on the bottom of the machine during it, as long as you don't move it. And I'm going to plug the flash drive into the back of the machine. Any port would do. And when I boot the system up, I want to select the boot option, which is any key on this machine. It's F11. To select the right boot process, since there's multiple drives now. Which, odd. Sorry, keyboard error at the moment. Right, there's the option. So I'll select removable, and it will show the flash drive, which is, and press enter. Now, this will sometimes happen with old machines with some old BIOSes, where it will not boot up to the menu due to the way the BIOS works. There is a way around this, and I'll show you now on the same software. So if I just remove the flash drive for now, switch back to the desktop. And I'm going to hook up the I'll put the drive back in again, and then Rufus again. As before, do it with a force that they write the image and everything else. Now under the format options, under the advanced options, sorry, there's an option that says add fixes for old biases. Extra partition alignment, etc. You need to tick this box and then click start again and then do another image again. What that option does, it will either add a drive or realign the partition, and when it does this, the old machines can now read this flash drive. You can tick it if you want to, because it won't harm new machines and it works with everything. But this option might mean we need to be ticked if you find out the machine won't boot from it, or it puts the drive in the wrong boot up when you select the boot option on the BIOS. Okay, let's close the program again and eject the drive. Switch back to the test system. Plug the drive back in, and then just turn off a reboot, and then press your boot option button, which is F11 again on this. And if I go to removable now, we see it's no longer seeing the device. So if I go to the hard drive option, you can now see all the hard drives and the flash drive. So I'll select the flash drive, and now it's booted into the menu for your ultimate boot CD. Each option is varying tools, and it's all categorized. So we're doing cloning, so I need to select HDD, which brings all the HD stuff. And there's loads of options here, so I'm going to select disk cloning. And there's multiple free programs you can use. What I'm going to use, which I've been using so many times, is Ease Use Disk Copy, and which will support internal all drives, internal and external, but only up to 1 terabyte, which is fine for most home users because I don't see many drives that big. There are other software that do bigger. And now press enter, and now the software will load from the flash. So we select start disk, or you can just let it auto boot. So here's the first screen. So you click next, and then you get two options. You can either do a disk copy, which would be sector by sector, or you can do partition copy, which will perform a single partition sector to sector copy disk, which copies single partitions to a new location. Ideal if you had multiple positions and you wanted just one, like data, you can transfer over. I normally do disk copy because it takes a longer process, but it allows me to copy disk to disk. The partition copy allows you to do a partition copy from each one. So whatever one you want to select, but the disk copy takes a long time. Or you can select help and it will give you all the help options. But it's up to you. So I'm going to do disk copy, click next, and now it's going to bring up select source disk. So you can see there's three hard drives. This 0 is the 250, this one is the 320, and disk 2 is the flash drive. So if you click the plus button, it gives you the each partition, and you can select each one and it gives you information. So I want disk 0, which is the drive I want to copy, shows the partition here and the information here. So click next, and it will select destination disk. It can't go to the source disk because it's been used, then you've got two here. Now I'm going to a larger drive, so it would be this drive here. This one's so flash, it won't fit at all. Now this is very important with the two. The source disk must be your right one, and the target disk must be the one you can select also, because if you accidentally select the wrong disk, you will override the target disk, and if the original disk was a brand new blank disk, you've lost everything. So this is very important that you select this. So when I click next, it will then give me what the task is going to do, what the target disk is at the moment, and what the target disk is going to look like when it's finished. There's an option for quiet mode. This is ideal if you are copying a drive that's failing and a lot of bad sectors, sort of like doing a quick emergency copy to a drive so that you can buy a new drive and put it on the brand new drive, and this will just ignore all errors. So once you've double checked on that, you can then click proceed, and then the warning will come up. It's saying that there's data on the destination location disk will be overwritten, so this is your last chance to verify that everything is correct by clicking no. Once you press the yes, that's it. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then it will bring up this and it will perform a copying. It takes an estimated 2 hours for 230. A partition will be a lot quicker. So this tells you information what's going on, and then this is the map of the drive and the progress. So this will take some time, depending on how fast your disks are, your SATA drives, and if you're copying from a hard drive from internal to a USB. So this will vary. So this is going to take about 2 hours. So I'm going to let this run and keep the mic off now. I will speed this up till the end when I finish. Okay, now we see that the software is now completed, and there's a note here about warning that if the clone drive is a bootable one, to check the bootloader. Okay, so click down will return to the wizard. Ideally, if you've got more drives to copy, but I'm going to click quit to exit. It might ask you, do you want to reboot or shut down? Reboot the operating system. So if you cloned a drive that was data, so it's fine. But if I'm going to shut the machine down, so I can disconnect the other drive. The flash drive, and I'm going to disconnect the 250 drive. And just reboot. Don't worry about the blue screen, the machine does this sometimes due to the age. And there we go. The drive's now been cloned. It's exactly left all the data as before. And what we need to do now is reallocate the drive space that wasn't detected on the unknown. So we do that is we right click on the start, go to disk management, or type in disk management if you're using Windows 7. So bring up the drives. So as you can see, this allocated is what's left on the space of drive, since we went from a small drive to a big drive. So we can either allocate it to another drive, so you've got 2 drives on 1 disk, or you can select a partition and then select the partition, and then you'll be able to extend the volume. What this does is it will then extend that and fills up the rest of the drive. So that's it, and it says, so you can set the amount. I'm going to set it to max, set next, and then finish, and then this will extend the entire partition, so now the entire drive is now full. So now it's reading the full size, which the capacity of the drive is now. And that's how you extend the drive. So we're going to the Explorer now. It's showing 297 of 274, which is what a 320 drive is for. So that's now all been completed and finished. So that's how you clone a small drive to a large drive. Hopefully this will help you out at all if you want to know. And next one I'll be doing is showing you how to transfer a large drive to a smaller drive. So I hope this helps out.